Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Focus and Deathnote here on Echo Isle. Deathnote spawning on the top right hand side of the map as the red human player, meanwhile Focus spawning as the blue undead on the top left. Thank you to all of my Twitch viewers right now, keeping me company. Always a little bit more entertaining if I'm able to interact with an audience, especially during slower games. The previous game pretty much unfolded as I expected, as we now see. Well, thank you for the follow. All right. Well, let me resize this because it looks as though you can't even see the. Okay, was it gonna let me resize? All right. Well, it will cover a little bit of the screen when you do resize, but it will just mainly cover my face. Anyways, let's take a look at this. Deathnote opening up. Will have a farm here. Does not have the Altar of Kings. Alright, Altar of Kings is delayed. And I'm excited. Like, you can hear it in my voice. I'm a little bit curious. I'm wondering what Deathnote is going to bring to this table. Previously, we saw an alchemist first. A goblin alchemist sitting on the back of an ogre. That was a very, very fun game, seeing how fast he could run around and move on the map. Getting rings of protection and armor onto a goblin alchemist, always very helpful as well. But I don't know what to expect here. Could we be a fire lord? It could be a beastmaster. But then again, a lot of those heroes are stronger as secondary heroes with the help of an archmage as a primary hero. You could have Dark Ranger to try and offset the death coils from the Death Knight. Oh, excuse me, not the Death Knight. Well, no, Dark Ranger first up against a Blade Master, a low hit point hero. I can't imagine that would be the case. All right, Altar of Kings is now completed. Nothing making its way over here to the tavern. Excuse me, I take it back. You can't see it on the mini-map, but there is a footman sitting right there. All right, 2-minute, 15-second mark, and what is it going to be? It is going to be a Fire Lord. Fire Lord now making its way out across the map. We do see militia already being pulled over as well. Do we see a lumber mill? Yes, lumber mill now being thrown down as well. More peasants are not being trained. Are we population limited? Not quite yet, but we should be looking at more as well. Fire Lord is coming across with that one lava spawn all ready to go. All right, damage should start to add back up here. Blade Master may try and focus onto some of these other units as the lava spawn just wants to get attacks onto some of these other units here. Fire Lord has to be extremely careful though. It wants to drop a second lava spawn and do it in a hurry. All right, there you go. Where is that lava spawn? Lava spawn should be attacking as quickly and as often as possible, as a second lava spawn should be, well, unleashed here. Why is that canceled? Not quite sure. There you go. Blade Master gonna go ahead and drop back down. Blade Master, while Fire Lord taking a little bit more damage, gonna go ahead and drop another lava spawn. You see a beautiful surround there as the Fire Lord trying to get away is going to end up buying time as the Blade Master, well, it doesn't seem that fast for some reason. Fire Lord down to 54 hit points, going to go ahead and escape back and away. Meanwhile, the lava spawns, are they going to be able to get the necessary damage off to do some splitting? One lava spawn will definitely not be able to do that. You can see him. He's going to fall apart right there. Meanwhile, Blade Master is still very much nearby, trying to chase down a 71 hit point Fire Lord. And that Blade Master is just really not that fast. Level 2 Windwalk making a very big difference there. Oh, the Blade Master double backed around. Nicely done. Fire Lord does have 4 armor, surprisingly high for an intelligence-based hero at level 1. I believe an Archmage does not have 4. Oh, getting padded by his own footman. That could end up being the death of him, as the footman isn't going to be able to get in front. Oh, yes, there's a little bit more padding again as the lava spawn still alive, at least for now. All right, guard towers. Blade Master trying to run away. Oh, purposely killed by his own guard tower. Beautifully saved right there as the guard towers are going to be completed. Do we see a war mill? Yes, we do. Are we going to be looking at demolishers? Yes, we will, as barracks now being built in that backfield. 3 guard towers looking to put pressure onto the barracks right now as this back barracks is about to be completed. The big question, though, is are there enough guard towers to actually apply pressure right now? Also, Deathnote does not know that his opponent has a second barracks built in the backfield. Lava spawn's not doing very much. Guard towers, footmen. Well, you can see the peons are now just trying to back off here. A new guard tower could be added. This peon right there. What is going down? 4 guard towers poking away, as we should be looking at demolishers now being added. Demolisher number 1 and number 2 being trained up. You can take a look. Oh, damage being thrown back, as well as the footmen do not have defend as of yet. Defend is being researched. That is going to be important, as the footmen now looking to back off. Are we going to start poking away at the Blade Master? You can take a look. Peons are trying to run every which way. One footman actually going to join in on the fight, now being forced to retreat. Is he going to be able to get back there? Yes, he will, as an arcane vault is now being thrown down. All right, footmen now going after those orc burrows, which is incredibly important. Watchtowers are going to end up getting felled. As you can see, a footman does have defend, is going to be able to throw up a little bit of defense here, as the footman, well, currently low on hit points. Timing on that demolisher, absolutely huge. 1 arrow difference, as the demolisher now, well, attacking and running to the very, very back. Blade Master causing some problems. Lava spawn right there. Footman with the Fen. Fire Lord needs to find a way out of a very sticky situation, and finds a way. He does, as the guard towers finish off a grunt. No experience really, as we are going to be looking at an arcane vault that still needs to be added. Okay, Altar of Storms now taking a bit of damage. This one guard tower is being constantly repaired. We should be looking at an not ivory towers, Scroll of Regeneration and Clarity Potion being used by the Fire Lord, as the footmen, well, are going to be taking a good bit of pressure, a good time off, I guess, to try and heal back up. 3 demolishers, though, with a 4th one on the way. Well, with that many demolishers out, this guard tower rush is pretty much going to fall absolutely flat. All of these guard towers will get taken down. Blade Master getting more experience than the Fire Lord, simply because of one simple fact. Well, guard tower kills do not count for experience, while demolisher towers do. All right, footmen units are getting taken down. Blade Master, perhaps that guard tower got the kill. Final shot off there, as the footmen are still trying to retreat. Those demolishers are actually splatting all of these poor footmen, as they are still trying to get away. Deathnote in serious trouble. Is he going to be able to salvage this at all? I do not believe so. There is a Scroll of Regeneration for a whole bunch of hit points, but he is currently very far behind in tech, just now upgrading to tier 2, especially as you see 12 supply of demolishers finishing off all of these units. All right, thank you for the follow, as we're looking at the guard towers now all pretty much falling down. Blade Master sitting at level 2 is going to be able to finish off all of these units here. We do not have another Altar of Storms, though, so that may end up being the saving grace. If Deathnote wins, it is going to be because the Shadow Hunter cannot get added. There is not enough grunts. There are not enough units out on the field in order to actually put any sort of pressure down. Instead, we are going for a bestiary, and the Blade Master, I don't believe the Blade Master can actually hire up a tavern hero unless you have an Altar of Storms. So even going to the tavern is not going to be helpful at all. Fire Lord does get to level 2. You can see, I believe that, well, there was a split right there. Fire Lord sitting at level 2, only 4 armor still, as the Blade Master still going to be running around. Could be able to finish off a handful of footmen. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Where are the demolishers? Demolishers are in open field. That's exactly where you don't want them to be. You need them with an army to actually offer a bit of protection, as the Blade Master going to be able to perhaps focus down some units. Lava Spawn quickly going to get taken down there. Well, they should be taken down. There goes one. Blade Master still going after more units. Has potions of healing. Could be trying to go after additional units again, as the footman gets into harm's way. Fire Lord sitting at level 2. We are, well, 3/4 of the way done teching to tier 2. Perhaps you can get sorceresses with slow. You will need to do that in a hurry. Clarity Potion and Scroll of Regeneration. One footman, well, didn't get the memo to run inside his base. Is he going to be able to make it? No, he is not. Not quite sure how the Blade Master was able to attack around the building, but, well, he was able to do that. Now, Blade Master will have to deal with the Fire Lord, but the Fire Lord does not have that much mana. Shadow Hunter is out onto the field now. You are building a Spirit Lodge in a very forward position, as the Blade Master, well, trying to protect or trying to protect these demolishers. Demolisher down to 37 hit points, ends up surviving. Scroll of Speed being the saving factor there, as some footmen could have been taken out. Fire Lord down to 104. You see the Shadow Hunter now joining in on the fight, and that is going to be a problem. Fire Lord down to 171 hit points. We should be looking at, Soul Burn on the Blade Master. Blade Master unable to wind walk. Is it going to get taken out? It does get taken out because of the Soul Burn. And now, all of a sudden, the Militia putting pressure onto the Demolishers might be enough. Fire Lord still has some invulnerability, finally ending. And are the Demolishers going to finish off the Shadow Hunter? Fire Lord down to 78 hit points. We should be looking at a Potion of Healing. Yes, it is used in time as the units are trying to chase every which way. This Lava Spawn still getting in some damage. This Lava Spawn not getting the memo, hey, I should be attacking something else, as the Shadow Hunter gets in some easy kills. Lava Spawn finally joining in on the fight there. Shadow Hunter going after the Fire Lord. Fire Lord is at level 2, very close to level 3. Level 2 Lava Spawns could make a difference. I don't believe they attack faster, but they do deal more damage. So much is happening in this game right now. Minor mistakes on both sides, creating for an interesting game. However, Deathnote is sitting behind by 17 supply, as we are getting that Blade Master back and perhaps getting some Raiders as well. Peons coming in for the repair. We should be looking at an ensnare eventually, as the units are going into their respective corners. Archmage sitting at level 1 desperately needs to get to level 2. Firelord sitting at level 3. And the Archmage sitting at level 1 without Brilliance Aura is not really going to help the Firelord all that much. The Firelord needs 150 mana per Lava Spawn, and that does make a very big difference overall. Let's see how all of this is going to be unfolding here. Well, Raider going to join in on the fight. Quickly see, hey, I should not be in this position. What am I doing? Raider gets surrounded. A 4-unit surround. Beautifully done there, and that Archmage is going to get closer to level 2. Ivory Tower is also being placed down as well, and that was just a mistake by Focus. This game is taken from the NetEase servers. Yes, taken from NetEase. These games are not live. Blade Master now going after the Forest Troll. Berserker should be able to finish that off there. Ogre Mauler, which was ensnared, finally joining in on the fight as the Shadow Hunter gets to level 2. Ogre Mauler going to get taken out. Meanwhile, back down across over here, you can see that Deathnote is trying to set up expansions. Archmage going to get to level 2 here. You can see the Lava Spawns significantly more powerful. They are larger, and we now see Sorceresses joining in here. An expansion attempt may be underway. Ivory Tower, well, we do have, slow onto that Blade Master, or perhaps we can see a Soul Burn. If the Fire Lord Soul Burns that, it's going to take damage over time and not be able to wind walk. A second slow should have been cast. However, no, nothing right there. How's this game still going on? A very, very small dedicated community such as myself still casting these games. Back to WarCraft, also probably the more well-known casting team in addition to Witty, I would say. There's also yeah, still a lot of casting, a lot of gaming going on in WarCraft 3. I think over the weekend, I think I saw about like 3,000 to 4,000 viewers for WarCraft 3. So that was on the higher end, definitely. Demolishers now joining in on the fight. Kodo Beast being brought over, giving a significant damage bonus. Barracks are going to absolutely get destroyed. Spirit Link with Peons to share the damage as well. This is a definite siege. Archmage and Firelord now finally being brought over. No Lava Spawns as of yet, but the Demolishers getting absolutely destroyed. Militia now being brought over as well, as we can see the attacks still coming underway. Spellbreakers getting taken down. Kodo Beast eating a Water Elemental, taking it out of the fight, as a Demolisher now needs to get to the backfield. Unable to do so, as the Peasants are just trying to swarm around and get into position. Sorceresses all in position here, as we see Archmage going to continue to drop more Water Elementals. All right, here, let's take a look. Healing Wave going across. Peasants continuing to join in on the fight. Firelord out of mana, but does have a fresh Lava Spawn, as the Peons are trying to finish it off as well. So much Healing Wave, so much Spirit Link, as we now see, well, Focus is definitely winning the battle in terms of overall supply, but can he actually tip things in his favor? Shadow Hunter gets up to level 3. Level 2 Healing Wave. Big difference there, as the Archmage may get taken down. Archmage, if it gets taken down or the Firelord gets taken down, that will be the game. And yes, I believe that is the game right there. No more Firelord. Blade Master should be the next to fall. And there is the game. Focus taking down Deathnote in this 1v1. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys haven't done so, consider following me on Twitch. I do try to cast 2 to 3 days a week. I do also put up all of my content on YouTube. I keep on, for those of you guys who keep on asking me, I do live very close to Blizzard. I occasionally run into Blizzard employees during lunch, and I'll ask them, like, is there gonna be a Warcraft 4 remake? And they look at me, I'm like, even if I knew anything, I couldn't tell you. And I'm like, you know, that's true, that's right. I do think that there does need to be some balance changes in Warcraft 3 in order to progress the system a bit more, to make things much, much more robust, make it better. But really, redoing the graphics and reintroducing the story of Warcraft 3, you already have such a large fan base of World of Warcraft who don't know everything leading up to World of Warcraft and the story that was developed there. So being able to introduce the players, the current World of Warcraft players, to Warcraft 3 and having them play maybe on easy mode, since it's a real-time strategy, controlling multiple units, having them play and then being able to see you know, how Arthas became a beloved prince and how he ended up turning into the Lich King and all, not, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys are on YouTube, if you guys are on Twitch, stick around. I still have more games to cast. Friend Falcon, thank you for the follow. All right. Switch to exiting game. Yes, I am switching to exiting game. Next game is going to be 120 versus Sock, this time on Turtle Rock. Yesterday it was on Echo Isle. All right. Did the cheer not go through? I'm not sure. Let me... Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to close that window now. Let's see, is the population going to work? Yeah. 120 versus Sock this time here on Turtle Rock. Let me make sure that let me make sure my settings... Sorry, you guys are going to see a Chrome browser for a second. Oh, yep, there it goes. Okay, I swear I did not see that. All right. I don't have a cup anymore, and, like, the giant bit is, like, on my head. So I guess you can make me wear hats by cheering. I don't know. Give me a little dunce hat right there. All right, let's go ahead and switch over. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't stop the local recording, so my YouTube video will have it all the way up to here. Great.